Technology in the Balkans, my friends, it's like my hip. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Welcome, Balkan Breakfast Talk Show, new mini-series about the Balkan countries, my friends. A like and a subscribe would help me a lot, and I open this buy me a coffee link if you want to donate to me something. If not, my friends, I have coffee, don't worry. Super, stay here, enjoy for free. Top, super. Opa. Today is from my intro, my friends, because I'm very professional. Today, my friends, we're going to talk about technology in the Balkans in general. This is going to be a couple of parter video. Depends on the mood. Super. My friends, in the Balkans, we all know that our programmers are elite. One of the best in the world, believe it or not. My friends, we have global clients because in the Balkans, my friends, we actually work for other people because other people pay better. Simple as that. But in the other part, my friends, we also have institutions who are going against us. Don't worry, I'm going to explain to you everything, my friends. The list that I made, very good, very good, super. So, my friends, the talent is actually real and proven in the Balkans, believe it or not, because, my friends, since back in the days in the Balkans, we have, my friends, something which is called actually strong math tradition. Math, like mathematica, super. Then, my friends, our culture by default, because we actually are, are raised to survive, my friends, is actually problem-solving culture. So we're used to solving a lot of problems. Believe it or not, my friends, we can solve software problems as well, and hardware. Don't worry, my friends, we're experts in everything. Especially after 10 beers and a couple of chopsticks, everybody's like me, extremely smart. Super. My friends, we have something, of course, which is called resilience mindset. We had to, in the past and while we were growing up, we had to actually develop this resilience mindset, my friends, because otherwise, everybody's gonna go crazy, my friends, and they're gonna glue themselves on the pole and bark. Super. And my friends, we also have competitive students. Super. I forgot the most important part. Sorry. Super. So, my friends, evidence actually shows also that Balkans are actually dominating the outsourcing market, Balkan people. Statistically proven, and Eastern Europeans as well, but today we're going to talk about Balkan. Super. My friends, cybersecurity firms are actually scaling globally. Because in the Balkans, my friends, not only we are working for European Union markets, my friends, there is a lot of people who are working for American, Asian, and so on, and Australia, and so on, and so on, and so on. You understand? Middle East. Super. My friends, we have something, again, especially Bulgaria, my friends, gaming studios who are actually exporting worldwide. You understand? And remote workers, because in today's modern time it's actually extremely popular to be a remote worker, my friends. They're actually earning very good salaries, but we're coming in a conflict with that country and the institutions in the Balkans. I'm going to explain to you everything, don't worry. So, my friends, infrastructure, better than expected, worse than needed. Something in this matter. So the region, even though, my friends, you, especially in the rich countries, you will see something for the Balkans on your TV. You know, these guys, and my friends, you actually think that we're still riding donkeys. We are, but not everywhere. I'm just joking, my friends. Actually, the whole region is getting developed. It's not getting developed like the rich countries, but it's getting developed. But the people are actually extremely smart. So actually the individuals are developing the region tech-wise, for the technology. Super. So, my friends, in general, the internet, because internet is very important nowadays, is high speed in the Balkans. Except the biggest problem, my friends, and I have to be honest with you, don't get mad at me, Greece has, my friends, for example, shit internet. Internet shit. And the rural areas, my friends, and the smaller cities, especially in the Balkans, where I actually mentioned the ghost villages and the ghost cities, watch my previous episode, you will learn about it, there is no internet, bruh. What if I want to live there? Because for example, maybe when I will be older, I would not like to live in the capital. I would want to live in some small village or some small town. My friends, the infrastructure there doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Even if you take a mobile modem with you, my friends, because it's remote, it's in the middle of nowhere, there is no signal, bruh. So you see, again, couple of cities are just developed, which is a very big problem. I'm going to explain to you down. Yeah, after. Super. My friends, we have this also urban co-worker growth. Super, super. And a lot of startups, and these are expanding. The problem is, my friends, that let's say it's 50-50, PS. Because there is a lot of startups which are funded and are coming from outside of the Balkan countries, which are just there to launder money. We have a lot of kind of these startups, let's say. But my friends, we actually have a lot of startups from Gastrobite diaspora, people like me who are working outside, my friends, and who want to actually invest something and who want to move to the Balkans because, as I mentioned, these markets over here, the Western markets, is a little bit tense now. It's restructuring. It's not like everywhere there is firing. Don't believe in fairy tales, my friends, but it's a little bit, how can I say, restructuring. So we have to wait a couple of years for everything to be restructured and getting back to some new normal, not the old normal. You understand? But until then, my friends, if you have money, if you invest in your own country, in the Balkans or in Eastern Europe, doesn't matter, my friends, you can actually make good money because you will work for foreign markets. Super. The weaknesses, my friends, as I said, in the infrastructure is the rural areas. The digitalization in the rural areas and in the smaller cities is shit. I'm not even joking, my friends, shit. Especially in the Balkans, my friends. Here as well in European Union and in this part of European Union, yes, the small areas, the problem is there is no people. You know, these rural areas, they want to live, my friends, like they're in before First World War. They want to live, my friends, with a couple of cows, couple of chickens, and that's it. No internet. Who gives a shit? Go to bed at 9 p.m., wake up at 5 a.m., drink all day, and you know, and it's legit. It's legit. Super. There is also a very big problem, which is, my friends, the unstable grids. The grids are not, how can I say, for example, in the capitals and in some smaller cities around the Balkans, my friends, you have actually good grids, which are sustaining this infrastructure, let's say. Servers, data centers, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to mention everything. You understand. Super. My friends, but in some other cities, shit. I'm not even joking with you, shit. There is barely even signal on your mobile phone, bre, to call somebody. You have to send a pigeon to call somebody. That's the truth. Super. And my friends, something again which is called fragmented logistics. You understand? Super, I don't want to bother you. So, the real bottlenecks in the Balkans, my friends, is, believe it or not, like in every fucking video, my friends, is the institutions. Because, my friends, technology actually scales on predictability, English went away, English clarity and enforcement. Super. But the Balkans, my friends, the Balkan institutions, they offer for you, they will offer something which is called, my friends, don't worry, we will change the law. Fifi. Super. They will offer to you something, my friends, and they will tell you we will change the tech laws every couple of minutes. Don't worry, because we're bored. Super. Not super, but super. Bureaucracy friction. A very big problem. Selective enforcement. So for somebody, it's valid. For other people, it's not valid. So for you, they will enforce some laws and blah, blah, blah. But for the big guys who are paying, these big guys with a lot of money, no enforcement for them. You can do what you want. Super. Not super, but super, you understand. And my friends, again, corruption. Very big problem. So you see, startups in the Balkans, especially tech startups and established tech companies, my friends, they need, at this point in time, as we're talking in the modern times, my friends, they need something which is called freedom. Because if you want to be competitive, especially, my friends, in this world, and especially in today's time, you have to have a lot of freedom to actually develop something which is good. Because I mentioned, I think it was the previous season, about the tech industry in European Union. My friends, technology, it's like an art. It's like painting a picture. It's like the priceless Mona Lisa picture. It's like designing a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. We need to see the vision first of all and then regulate it. You understand? But my friends, for example, from my country, the president, doesn't matter. You know what I'm thinking about politicians. Super. The president went to a summit. Doesn't matter. And the first thing that she said was, we need to regulate AI. First of all, my friends, she is extremely old. Second of all, my friends, she was a professor at the law university. She doesn't know shit. What the fuck are you gonna regulate, bruh? Please tell me, how are you gonna regulate AI? First of all, you actually think, our politicians, the older ones, they actually think, my friends, that AI is some robot who is cleaning around your house. I'm not even joking, my friends. I'm not even joking with you. These dinosaurs, again, they know everything. Listen. Fifi. Super. My friends, they know, they pretend that they know everything because they don't want to leave the government. Because, as I said, if they leave the government, no income for them. If they created an income from back in the days because they're included in all the systems, super. But my friends, you who are 77, 85, 69 and so on, 69, and so on, my friends, if you're still in the government and if you're trying to regulate, especially the technology sector, again, we're gonna ride donkeys. Not even these motherfuckers, they think they know everything. You don't know shit. As I said, go fish. Go with your nephews, walk. Fuck off. I want to see young people, actually engineers in the government who will want and who know how to regulate this shit. Not your sons and your daughters. Actually, people with good resumes. Even if we don't have them, import, foreigners. Super. But you have to have a vision. Because you don't have vision, you're gonna talk something in the same. We need to regulate AI. What the fuck are you gonna regulate? Do you know how even to regulate the AI? No. You understand? Very big problem. Super. I don't want to bother. Super. My friends, let's say the outsourcing comfort zone. How can I say? Outsourcing actually, my friends, provides income, jobs, exposure. You understand? Super. But limits, my friends, ownership, innovation, a lot. So, how can I say? We actually build unicorns and we build extremely good products for other people. By other people, I mean for foreigners. Nothing stays in the countries. There is, especially in my country, people now who are creating extremely good games, extremely good software, extremely good everything. But for example, as I said, in the tech cities, the hardware for the, I don't want to bother you, but the whole hardware for the smart cities and and the software as well, my friends, is foreign. So you see, you're actually, how can I say, you have a lot of people in your country, but you don't have a vision to actually see and to know how to develop this further, like how to take these people and implement their ideas, especially to digitalize the government institutions because they don't work at all. I don't know why the fuck are you paying those people who are working in public administration. I really don't understand, my friends. They're smoking cigarettes and they're scrolling on Instagram all day long. Problem. So you see, we are moving from something like service provider to product creator. You understand? Because, my friends, we actually built a lot of software and a lot of products for a lot of countries and a lot of, how can I say, especially I know a company, for example, in my country who is building software for a foreign military of a foreign country, for example. So you see, we have extremely smart people. But our government, my friends, of course, and in the whole Balkan region, the governments, because they're extremely stupid, they want to regulate you and they want to take, again, tax for you. Extra tax, because you're rich, you're taking Western salaries, you have to pay Western tax. You understand? We're gonna talk about it, don't worry. Super. My friends, another problem in the Balkan is actually the culture. Something like ambition versus risk. Listen. Most of the people in the Balkans are actually used to a safe haven, let's say, for example. So this means, my friends, they want stable, safe job, stable, safe income, stable, safe pension, and so on and so on and so on. Especially, my friends, the older people who are actually used to not invest in anything. They were working in factories or, I don't know, some small private businesses. After that, retirement and read all day novina, newspaper. Which was good 50 years ago, maybe, yes. Now, my friends, first of all, nothing is stable. Second of all, if you're living with this mindset, especially for the future, listen to me very carefully, this is very important. If you're living with this mindset, especially for the future, that you're going to rely and that you're going to have a 9-to-5 job who is going to pay you monthly, you're actually lying to yourself. My friends, I have something which I cannot say because of NDAs, but the projection, you will understand, you're smart people. Most of you, not all of you. The projection is that as we're moving forward, I'm talking for this continent, for the European continent. Balkans is part of European continent, super. As we're moving forward, my friends, you will be paid by hour at your current job that now is giving you monthly salary. You understand? Wink, wink. Think with your brain. Everybody is gonna move to, how can I say, pay by hour. And this is not, I mean, it's a secret, but it's like a public secret. You know it, but you don't know it. So, my friends, in the Balkans, if you want to have, how can I say, up-to-date tech and the tech industry to have it updated and actually implemented for the better future of the citizens and the country and so on, you have to risk. As I said, the Balkan people, they don't want to risk. They want to pretend. I have money, I have this, I have that. In fact, my friends, they don't have anything. This is pretending. The people who actually have money, they will never tell you I have money. Remember this, very important. This is a typical Balkan person. I have a lot of money. He is dressed in Gucci, Dior. I have a lot of money. But in fact, I don't have a lot of money. Everything is on credit, for example. Or a lotto. The mindset is a little bit of a problem. But don't worry, my friends. Younger people are coming. Millennials, Gen Z. Things are changing. Not rapid, but slowly, but they're changing. Super. So, my friends, as I said, if you want to actually do something, especially in the tech world, you have to have ambition and risk. You cannot rely on 9-to-5 public administration job and do the things that you like. Not the things that you like, and do your job like till the end of your life, let's say, for example, or something. It's not possible anymore because we're gonna get paid in the future hourly for our time. And you have to prepare for this, my friends, trust me. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot tell you all the information I want to, but I cannot. NDA. Sorry, but you understand. Super. I don't want to bother you for it. My friends, the brain drain shadow. So, tech talent is actually a mobile talent. Not mobile like telephone, but I'm a mobile like, super. If local systems actually frustrate them, for them it's actually easy to move somewhere else. Remember this, very important for the tech people. So, my friends, developers, they will leave. Founders will relocate. We are seeing, for example, what is happening in United Kingdom. A lot of people, not only in tech, but let's say, for example, in tech and in crypto and in this kind of tech stuff, are actually moving to Dubai. A lot of them, millionaires and so on and so on. They're moving to Dubai. You can see the statistics for 2025, especially for 2025, and you will see it. It's skyrocketing. My friends, how can I say? Investors follow. So, for example, my friends, how can I say? If you actually suffocate the tech startups and the tech companies in your country, in the Balkan countries, with a lot of regulations that actually make zero sense, because listen, Balkan, Balkan, my friends, in general is behind Europe, this part of Europe, Central and Western Europe, approximately 25 years behind in everything. So, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. You know that this is true. My friends, people here in European Union, they were doing this to the tech companies, and they were trying to do this to the AIs, and they suffocate them. And you saw a lot of projects. Watch my previous season for the tech industry, you will understand it. My friends, they actually suffocate and they destroyed a lot of projects. A lot of good projects, they destroyed it. And a lot of good hardware they actually did, not only software, but hardware as well, they actually destroyed it. So you see, my friends, it's actually a problem because they were suffocating them with regulations, with frameworks, with this Johannes, Helga, Sebastian every day. Whoop, now GDPR, SMS, MMA, MSN, this kind of regulation, my friends, they fucked everything up. And they acknowledge this, and now they're changing it. They're giving freedom. Super. In the Balkans, my friends, because we actually took these laws from this part of European continent, to our part in the Balkans, now they're doing it in our country, but now they're starting with these regulations like that. My friends, you cannot over-regulate, especially the tech industry. As I said, it's like an art. You have to give freedom. Not like see the vision, then just regulate it with one document. Make it efficient as possible, because you're pissing off the people, especially the tech people, and they will leave. You understand? They will leave. Or they will form a one-person company and they will work for some, let's say, UK or American company in our country. They will pay you some minimal tax, blah, blah, blah. We know the tricks. I don't want to bother you, but hey, you understand? And my friends, that's how you are actually brain draining not only the people, but the company, the founders, the investors, and everybody. And of course, if you don't invest, my friends, in the grids, in the future for this, how can I say, for this technology, this infrastructure to be sustainable, they will leave your country, my friends. What do you expect? For the investor to invest in a company and invest in your electrical grid, let's say, for example, or on your internet? What do you expect? You have to give them again incentive. Super. So, my friends, is actually the whole Balkan region ready? Yes, it is, because the talent, adaptability, bombona, and cost competitiveness, because, my friends, in the Balkans, usually people are cheaper than here, than America, than Japan, Singapore. They're cheaper. You can pay them cheaper. Even though now, my friends, they're not stupid. They know, for example, how much money they're taking in United Kingdom, in this kind of countries, for some tech job, let's say. My friends, they're going to ask you the same. Remote work. They're going to ask you a lot of conditions. You understand? I have to be honest, it's not going to be like before, especially in the tech industry, my friends. Because AI, I'm talking about the big AIs, I'm not talking about Mistral. And these European Union AIs, which are... okay, doesn't matter. For the part 2 video, my friends, the big AI companies from America, from Asia especially, my friends, they will actually do the job for us, for the tech people, in the future. Not completely. That's a total lie, my friends. It's not gonna be like only AI will control everything. No. There is somebody who needs to control something as well, but it's gonna be reduced. So I don't know, my friends, in the future how many developers will be actually needed, because honestly now, my friends, in Claude, for example, in the AI, you can put a interesting prompt, and my friends, it can build an application for you. The tech people will understand me. So it's not like before, my friends. You understand? Now it's fast and it's efficient for us. For the government, my friends, it's totally confusing. They don't know what to do. Hey, we will regulate it. You understand? Again, clash of generations, a very big problem, especially for the tech industry. Super, my friends, super. So, as I said, are we ready in the Balkans? Yes, we are, but we are not ready, my friends, first and foremost, in the institutions, the reliability of the institutions. Then, my friends, the regulatory stability. And, my friends, the ecosystem shit. You understand? It's a total shit, my friends. It's a shit show. You have to be smart, and you have to employ younger people, and you have to get ideas, my friends, from the young people. Go to the faculty of engineering in our country, as the people, bre, aman, bre, these prime ministers and these ministers for information technology, they don't know, my friends, shit. Honestly, they want to be on par with other countries and other regions, but they don't know how, but they're pretending that they know how, and again, they're gonna ruin everything. Problem by problem. Super. Not super, but super. So, my friends, I am like your drunk uncle who is sitting on computer because I'm a tech wizard. Super. And, of course, my friends, I'm gonna solve the technology problem in the Balkans. Super. First of all, my friends, legal stability, so no surprise tech laws. Don't think while you're sitting in Kafana, you're the prime minister, don't think, now we need a law for this. Made in the Balkans, for example. Don't overthink it. Just give total freedom to the people. Super. Remote work, my friends, frameworks. How can I say, clear freelancers from plus cross-country borders. This is very important because, my friends, for example, in my country now, in my country now, my friends, they want to double tax the people who are working for foreign markets. My friends, first of all, if he is receiving salary from UK and he receives, for example, his salary on, let's say, for example, Serbian bank, doesn't matter, for example. My friends, those money are taxed in UK. Why the fuck are you trying to double tax as a personal income again? Those money are taxed. Or if this person is working on a project, if he is self-employed in his own company, my friends, again, he's taking money from other. You see, these cross-border rules, these have to be as efficient as possible, because we have applications that are helping our freelancers, my friends, and these remote workers in the Balkans especially. You know, Revolut, Vice, I don't know the other ones. That doesn't matter. People are finding a way what to do, how to. I have to be honest now. My friends, don't get mad at me. There are a lot of people who are abusing. For example, they're not paying anything to the country. So, for example, they're earning a lot of money and they're not paying anything to the country. As I said, by my opinion, the most patriotic thing that you can do in your country is pay tax. Not the tax that the government wants, but the tax that actually we want in the future, the normal tax. You understand? Because there is a big difference why your government is increasing your tax and the real tax for a different video. We will talk about it, don't worry. Super. That's actually the most patriotic thing that you can do, my friends. So, for example, if you're self-employed and if you work for some project, for example, for China, my friends, I know that you can avoid taxes because there is loopholes in the Balkans, right? How to avoid this shit, blah, 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 and take the money in some other country. There is a lot of tricks. Doesn't matter. My friends, that's not patriotic from your side. I know that you can that you can pay private medical insurance, and you see. So there, like 99% of the problem is in the institutions, but 1% of the problem is in the people itself. Tell me that I'm right or that I'm wrong in the comments, please. Super, my friends. Startup protection. The startup companies, the real startup companies, not the ones who are just laundering money, have to be protected fully. from our laws as well. You understand? I don't want for you to see that some startup is actually functioning good and then just release your dogs from the government to this company just to take all the money and destroy the company. You have to think now, because now we have in the Balkans, we have to compete with literally everybody around the world, especially in the tech sector. We are very much behind it, my friends. Very much behind it. You understand? As super. Education modernization, yes, because my friends, believe it or not, for example, my friends that I know from my country and from the other Balkan countries, they were how can I say, they were learning from Udemy, YouTube, blah 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 blah, Google courses and so on. They were not learning, for example, from my country, because yes, now maybe the universities are getting modernized, not that much, but let's say, for example, the University for Engineering and Programming is getting a little bit modernized, and it should. I know that you have to that you have to learn the basics of programming, for example, or the basics for computers, or the basics for, I don't know, network and blah blah blah. I know, but my friends, we don't have time for that now. You understand? Now we have to be very fast and, how can I say, get ready immediately for literally everything, because my friends, as I said, this world is changing every fucking minute. Minute by minute by minute, everything is changing. So we have to get, how can I say, up to date and really fast implement everything. We don't have time to learn the basics from 1965 or from the first IBM computer. Do you understand me? We don't have time. My friends, now with AI, you can learn all this shit in 10 minutes. If you want to, and if you know how to. So you can use the technology again for your benefit, but we have to modernize it. Not everybody, my friends, have to go to and pay some certification, for example, in my country or online, and all of us are OPA developer. You understand? We have to modernize the things. As super. Regional cooperation is actually the most important stuff. My friends, there is Balkan countries who are actually in front of other Balkan countries. For example, my friends, in the Balkans, I don't know, Greece is in front of Macedonia, for example. Serbia is in front of Montenegro, for example. Slovenia is in front of everybody. So we have to cooperate. Fuck history, fuck everything, my friends. That's not important right now. Right now, we have to compete with the rest of the world. Yes, I understand. These nationalistic guys, leave them on the side. My friends, work together. Release your brain from this stupid shit that you were taught in school and from the history. Now we have to cooperate. If you have problem with internet, okay, you tell me how to fix it. You have problem with the servers, okay, you tell me how to fix it. There is a lot of data centers, for example, in Slovenia. There is none in, for example, Montenegro. Okay, disperse it, decentralize it. And you will see, my friends, how the whole region will be bombona. Other people will want to come and live in the Balkans, not the other way around like we're doing now. You understand? As super. Of course, my friends, anti-corruption enforcement, this should be done immediately. Some task force from somewhere, my friends, who is gonna control these motherfuckers who want actually just with this corruption, everything has to stop, because this corruption, my friends, is actually destroying the dreams of literally everything, especially tech. Especially tech, because there is a lot of money in tech. They are going where the money is actually centered. You understand? These dogs from the government. Super. And my friends, one more thing and I finish. How many? 33 minutes, my friends. I'm sorry, but I'm very passionate. Super. My friends, infrastructure, investment and modernization. Listen, I have a very good idea. We have ghost cities and ghost villages. You, officials, now I'm gonna not swear, I'm gonna be a good guy, eh? Super. My friends, listen. You're not my friends, but listen. This is an honest advice from a guy who is 40 years old, who works with computers since he was 10. Commodore. So I know couple of shit. I don't know everything, of course, but I know a lot of shit. My friends, the ghost cities and the ghost villages that are left in the Balkans, you can modernize them. My friends, it's not that hard to actually extend the cables for internet and extend, how can I say, the grid, so these cities and villages will be covered. you can actually open a whole valley, Silicon Valley, in quotation marks of course, in the Balkan regions. I said, we have a lot of water, we have a lot of sun. Use that to produce energy. Think! Don't just try to sell it to some foreign investor who is gonna abuse it. Think. Invest and throw money on this shit because technology, my friends, is very important. Extremely important. Because otherwise somebody else will control you. My friends, if you actually make these ghost cities and villages with nice houses, nice apartments, ponds, lakes, because we have extremely beautiful regions. The Balkan people know, they understand this shit. Extremely beautiful, undeveloped regions, or forgotten from the time where everybody went to Australia because our people are, government people are stupid. Now we have to revive them. It's easy. And plus, my friends, think about the data centers. I don't want to give you a lot of free ideas because this shit is actually paid, believe it or not. But, my friends, think about the data centers. There is a technology now that is spreading in a really interesting country in the East, I don't want to mention, which is actually developing data centers on solar panels and on water. But you have to dig deep and you have to be smart and you have to want and have actually a desire to make these things good. You understand? A desire. And you will fix a lot of problems. Your people will come back with their families, which they formed in Germany, Denmark, America, Australia. They will come back because we will have some incentive. Because you will actually develop the regions. Not everything has to be, my friends, about frappe. Even though I love frappe, it doesn't matter. But you have to think for the future. My friends, we have future generations. Otherwise, the whole country will become a ghost country. So think. I don't want to tell you a lot of ideas for free, but because I love you. I mean, I love my people. I don't love the politicians. They can go and fish. My friends, we can actually do it together. We can form a fund, investment fund, which will invest in this kind of things. Come on, bre. Let's gather together all the Balkan countries. Release your mind from history. Release your mind from politics. I don't care. Think about the future. My friends, you and me, we can be the future Elon Musk, future millionaires, future, how can I say, investors and blah, blah, blah. You and me, we don't have to depend on the foreign ones like now. Just think with your brain, please. My friends, how many? 38 minutes. I'm sorry. I love you very much, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. A like and a subscribe would help me a lot. And I'm going to make one more part about this because this is very big, my friends, this topic about the technology. I will make another part. Until then, my friends, I love you very much. Stay safe, stay together and love yourself. And... Aj so zdravi. Aj, čao. Čao.